Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Hunkest Show in social media history. I want to welcome you to an exclusive midday interview on the War Zone. 1/3 of our group is not here, Donovan Sadiq, but I got the Queen, Demetra K, in the building. And you know me, I'm the 5-star general. Man, I ain't even know that was my home girl. But I tell you what, when you're around here stealing kids, you can get your ass whooped. I can promise you that one. We gonna go in. Say, man, I want to welcome y'all to an exclusive midday interview on the War Zone. You know, we get the hottest stories, and I will say this here. I saw this story, but I know this person. I know this mom. So I mean, he joke a lot on social media and all that, and so I'm like, I mean, y'all ain't talking about nothing. And then last night I went back and watched it and saw that some lady was trying to steal her child at Edgewood Park in Houston. And I tell you what, y'all, you laid the smackdown on that. You laid the smackdown on it for real. So welcome to the show. And I'm gonna turn this over to Demetra.
Hi, everybody.
So hello everybody, and especially hello to you, Yaya. My daughter showed me the video yesterday, right before it really started trending, and I was like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" You know, and next thing we saw, you gave it a hand, and I can't think of one person, that would disagree with what you did. So tell us what happened.
I did. There are a lot of people that think that I am wrong.
Why?
First of all, they're saying that I did it for clout. They're saying that I'm a bully. They're saying that, you can see that the lady's mentally ill or something's wrong with her. But see, I don't care. When it comes to my kids, it's just your motherly instinct. When something's not right and you're backed into a corner, you know, everybody calling me Mama Bear right now. And your job as a parent is to protect your kids. And that's exactly what happened. And to be honest, I honestly did. And I think that this would go this far. I didn't know that it would go. The phone was cut on and I start recording, but people don't know why I start recording, which is why I want to get everybody to understand what happened before I turned on the camera that made me start recording. So, do you want me to just jump in?
Yeah. Oh, yes, please. Tell us, start from the beginning, because as you said,
I will start from the beginning.
Okay.
So basically, it was a regular day. No one wakes up and thinks, today I'm going to fight, of course. And so it was a regular day. I woke up. I went and picked up my 3-year-old from her grandmother's house. Her grandmother stays right down the street from that park. So as we left her grandmother's house, we passed by the park, and my baby loved the park. When she see any park, she want to go. And so she see the park. She say, Mama, I want to go to the park. Cool. We pull in the park. It's just me and her. I don't know anyone at the park. I don't even know the other people that was included in the video. I never seen them a day in my life. I don't know the lady. None of that. We get to the park. We're swinging. We're playing. We having a good old time. This is when I first started noticing a lady. She popped out of nowhere. I don't even know where she came from. But I did notice she started following us around. Now, if you like me, I didn't think nothing of it because, you know, when people see kids Some people just love kids. They want to say hi. They want to play. That was fine. But it started getting weird when the lady had been following us. Everything that we did at the park, she followed us around. I noticed that she kept getting phone calls and she was following us more and more. So my something in my gut told me that something wasn't right. As we were playing, my baby is 3 years old. One thing, my baby is a little advanced. She will not pee on herself. Will not. She told me, Mom, I have to pee. At Edgewood Park, they have a restroom that's at the park. So I'm like, okay, let's go potty. I take her to the restroom. I noticed that this same lady followed us into the restroom. I don't say nothing. Now, at this time, as we're entering the restroom, she was telling me, give her to me, give her to me. And I was like, ma'am, my baby has to pee. So I start feeling a little weird when telling telling someone, give her to me. This not your child. Now I can see if you, but she's fixated on my daughter. So I'm looking like something not right. Now, what the camera didn't show was when I asked the lady, I'm like, ma'am, my baby has to use the restroom. Give us a little bit of space. She told me, fuck you. Excuse my French. She said, fuck you. Give her to me. So I laughed it off because honestly, I thought I was being pranked. Like, I never been through anything like this in my life. Now, let's be honest. I've seen a lot of things on life. I never thought I would be going through it right, but it has not clicked to me yet. As we go into the restroom, this is all before the recording, I had been asking the lady, ma'am, look, you've been following us around the park, picking up your phone. My baby has to use the restroom. Please back off. Now it's time to back off. My child's closed down. I'm holding her up, getting ready to let her pee. The lady bangs on the stall. Boom, 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 and kicks it. It breaks the lock. That's when I cut my phone on. That's what people don't know. So they having a lot of opinions, a lot from this lady before the camera was even turned on. With me having the type of background and being in certain situations in my past that I can't take back, I can't be in any type of problems with the, law. So when I cut on my phone and I seen that it got this bad to where this lady would kick the stall door in and that the door would lock or the lock would break, I had to know that if anything happened in this restroom, I need the police to see why whatever happens in this restroom took place. That was my initial reason for cutting on the camera. I didn't cut on the camera like, oh, I'm finna have a fight. Yeah, this finna be a good one. This finna be some clout. I did it for my protection because I'm like, at this point, I begged me asking a lady, she was doing this to me, waving me off. So it was nothing I could tell at this point. She wanted my baby. She knew what she wanted. So I cut on my camera like, it's finna get ugly in here. And I need the police to know exactly what's going on. So when I cut on the camera, that's when you see me telling the lady, ma'am, I've been asking you nicely. My baby has to pee. It's time for you to leave. Leave us alone. Leave her alone. The people that I called, I didn't even know them. The lady was so close up on the stall, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. The lady had some size on her. I done had a couple of fights in my day. The lady had size on her, and she looked crazy. So I'm not gonna lie and say I was tough out the gate. I was a little nervous. I was. But at the same time, I looked at it like this. I wouldn't feel like a mother if I didn't do nothing and my child is standing here watching me. She's scared. She's crying at this point. And if I don't take up for her, she's going to remember this for the rest of her life, that I didn't have her back. I don't never want her to grow up to feel like I didn't have her back and I didn't do nothing for her. So when I called the lady, y'all seen the video, I said, excuse me, somebody, please help me. These are strangers. The lady walk in, I'm telling her, come. Please come stand right here and hold the camera. I need you to video. I told her, you see, my baby trying to pee. She's not letting. And if you notice, when I called for help, the lady got more aggressive. She really was like, come here, because I feel like she's seen before more people come, I need to hurry up and do what I need to do before, you know, listen to her. It sounds like she's being instructed. People trying to say this mental illness thing, that's out the gate. You not mental ill. You can pick up your phone. You have a cell phone. You can talk on your phone. You hear me when I'm telling you to back off. You telling me fuck me. You don't, excuse my French, but we start fighting basically. Y'all see what happened in the fight. I did use a lot of profanity, which I'm not proud of in front of my daughter. But I was so angry. I was more irritated that you would try to do this. And what really made me go into that crazy mode was, oh my God, people actually let their kids go to the restroom by themselves. We think that our kids are all right even when we standing outside the door. We think our kids are all right when we sitting at the bench. We just tell them, go to the restroom, wash your hands, and come right back. What would have happened if I would have told my daughter, come right back?
Well, I will say this to you, Yaya.
What you would have done to my daughter? You could have. You would have blamed mental illness. You could have killed her in the stall, then said mental illness. Huh?
No, and I was gonna say, you know, when I first saw it, something told me you turned the video on for your protection.
Like a whole lot of things was running through my head as I was fighting her, and if you know, definitely. So I didn't think it was gonna go this viral. First of all, I honestly did not think it was gonna go this far, but it went viral. And on top of that, I didn't think it was gonna affect my daughter.
Can you still hear me?
It's that iPhone.
It's the iPhone.
I can still hear you.
Okay, so Yaya, let me ask you this: what do you think the lady's intentions were with your daughter?
I honestly think if I wasn't there, she would have taken my daughter.
Because I've seen some people say maybe she's trying to sex traffic her or something. Is that the impression that you got? Maybe she was part of a sex trafficking ring or something along those lines?
I honestly do, on the fact that she was someone, whoever was calling her phone had a part to play in this. That's what really made me feel that way. The lady was, every time she got a phone call, she was more adamant about getting my baby. And you know what's crazy? We take this thing so home. So we don't look at it like, oh, down to those people until it happened to me. And now it opened up a whole new world for me where I feel like this really is happening. And what's crazy is people think it's men taking, just men. It's women too. Women are, I feel like more, I think the men are sending more women because they're least expected. So they're sending women to do it. I actually don't buy. I actually spoke with the lady's sister because believe it or not, came up to the park looking for me to fight. Because it had went viral, they noticed that was their sister on the ground. And crazy thing is, they was following me. They was like, "You the girl off of Instagram. The how y'all doing don't matter, girl. We follow you. We love you." We got to talking. They told me that their sister have a bad drug addiction. She's been on drugs for years. And she's never tried to take anybody kids. They was lost too. But they was like, they can't even be mad at me because they would have done the same thing. But I honestly think she was on some type of drugs. But I feel like whoever she was on the phone with, like, tried to pay her in drugs and get her to take my baby.
So have the authorities, did the authorities get involved?
And it's just scary. It's scary.
Did the authorities get involved?
I never called the police because after the incident happened, ma'am.
No, go ahead. Can you hear me? That's all I asked. Did the authorities get involved?
Ma'am?
Did the authorities get involved at all?
After I left, I never called the police because I can't hear. I'm sorry. It's breaking up real bad.
She asked you, did the police get involved?
So after the fight had actually occurred, I got my baby. My shirt was torn, and I was out there in my bra. So I got my baby. We got in the car, and we actually left because I had to go get me another shirt. The lady left the park, I'm guessing. Nobody could find her. They said that she had came back up there and left, but I never seen her after that.
I tell you what, that the mayor is good for passing out. The mayor of Houston is good for giving out proclamations to tell folks this is your day and all that. I'm going to petition the city of Houston to give you your own day in the city of Houston, because what you did is you saved your child's life. And the bottom line is, I think that, we're going to talk about your shirts that you're about to do, your Mama Bear shirts, but I think that you need to give a parental class on ass whooping in the city of Houston and across the country when it comes to protecting your child. Because I'm going to tell you, if that was a fight, that was a lopsided ass fight.
Right. And you know what's crazy? After I went to sleep and woke up, everybody's calling me this big hero and they put me on a pedestal, and I really feel regular. I feel like I didn't do nothing special. I'm doing that to someone's child. I'll do it for a stranger's child. I feel like this is everyday living. I didn't do nothing special because that's just the mother in me. I didn't do anything. I don't deserve an award. I feel like everybody should be like that behind their kids. So the people that disagreeing with what I did, how could you possibly disagree?
And I agree with you, Yaya, because if you didn't do what you did,
I don't believe I deserve a reward.
No, I was gonna say, if you didn't do what you did, we would have been on the other side of the story of, oh, she's gone. But if she comes back, I agree with her 100%. It was a motherly instinct. But for the people who are disagreeing what she did or she shouldn't have did this, that, and the other, first of all, you can't speak for her because you're not in her shoes. God, willing, you'd never be in her shoes. But the unfortunate part of that, if she didn't act or she was a little bit more docile, it would have been the other story. Or ladies, a mother had her daughter snatched from the bathroom. We've heard that a lot. There's a story in Las Vegas. Shatrice, I can't remember her last name, escapes my mind, but you guys probably heard about it years ago. Her father let her go to the restroom in Vegas, and she was raped right there in the bathroom stall and murdered. And now that her killer, has been trying to petition to get out of prison. So we hear that a lot with, parents allowing their children to go to the bathroom by themselves. Oh, they'll be fine. And it just takes a split second.
All right, she's trying to come back in. Is that better for you?
Yes. Yes, a little bit better. It's breaking up real bad, but I can
that's
hear
okay,
that.
because they can hear you. I think that what you did was your instincts kicked in. And I know her. I know this lady. I mean, she loves her kids more than she loves herself. So I mean, she'll go to war for her babies. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Y'all around here, and they got some people on this thread right now. If you're messing with folks' kids, you're gonna get something put in your ass, man. Ain't no other way to put that. You're gonna get something put in your ass, man.
Right.
I mean, and I'm gonna tell you something. Those that have a problem with you, the hell with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. You did what you were supposed to do. And if it was to happen again, do it again.
Right.
And anybody in the hood, because she from the hood, we from the hood, same spots. They got a problem with her, got a problem with me. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have a problem with a whole bunch of these cats in the hood. So you better think twice around here trying to steal somebody's kids, man. But go ahead, Demetri. You know me. I'm on the level with this.
I think you said a mouthful. I mean, it's people who are into, snatching people's kids. I hope they all watch that video and feel like that will happen to them if they ever try to do that. You like when it comes to your kids, you can't play nice at all, because you slipping just a little bit could have opened the door for her to actually snatch your child. You trying to, what's wrong with you? Oh gosh, what is it? No, I don't have time for all of that. I told you to back up off me. And since you did, I'm gonna have to talk to you in a way you gonna really understand. So, like I said, when I saw the video, I was punching right with you.
I tell you this here, because I mean, you got some of these folk out here that want to solve things certain ways and all that. I'm gonna tell you like this here, and I'm gonna put it on the hood now. South Park, 3rd Ward, Horn Clark, 5th Ward, Studewood, the North Side, Greenspoint. If you're coming up in there snatching folks' kids, you're gonna get some shit put up in you, man. I'm telling you what's gonna happen, man. Because we don't handle it like it's the suburbs. And that's all it boils down to. We do not handle it like it's the suburbs. And any parent that saw that video, you should be applauding us. You should be applauding Yaya. But I tell you what, there's always some good that can come from a bad situation. If she can get back in here, because she on that iPhone. Any one of y'all want to come on the show?
Can you guys hear me?
We
can hear you, but we can't see you. See if you can use your friend phone.
I'm gonna try to use my friend's phone.
Yeah, there you go. Use your friend phone, and then come back in the same way.
Okay. I'm. How do I come back?
You gotta go. You gotta go back to your email and hit the link in your friend phone. Same way you did on
this. You guys hear me now, though?
Yeah, we hear you.
It's fine right now, right?
Yes.
Right.
Well, let's run with it. Okay. So tell them it's some good that came from this, and you decided. Everybody started calling you Mama Bear. So tell them what you're doing with your Mama Bear thing.
Yes, I'm gonna start some shirts. I'm starting a Mama Bear movement, and it's not about the fight. I'm not worried about the fight. The whole movement is about protecting your kids, being more aware of your kids' surroundings, not being so loose with your kids, thinking that this stuff is not going on. It's an eye opener. It even opened my eyes because I was a little more loose. Maybe we need to put a tighter leash. I know we want to give our kids freedom, but the way this world is going, you can give them freedom, but you still have to be an active parent. You still have to be aware. And the Mama Bear movement is for all the mothers. We all have Mama Bear inside of us. It just hasn't came out yet. When you push to your limits and it's your kid's life is at stake, your Mama Bear is gonna come out. So I'm starting a Mama Bear movement. I'm gonna go get some Mama Bear shirts, and I feel like every woman that has kids needs a Mama Bear shirt.
Oh, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look, even though I'm a Papa Bear, we gonna support your movement.
I can even do some Papa Bear shirts. It's all about family and protecting your kids and protecting what's right, doing what's right. Like I said, I'm not even so focused on the fight. A lot of people are just fixated on, oh, you beat her up so bad. It's not about that. It's about the initial doing what you need to do to make it, everybody can make it, your family can make it home safe. That's what it's about.
The thing is that people have to
And the
remember
people that's disagreeing with me, they said, oh.
The thing is that people have to remember, it ain't no damn rules when you're fighting. It ain't no rules when you're fighting.
Ain't no rules.
None.
Definitely. And then another thing is, people. I've heard someone say to comment, well, she didn't even touch her. You could at least wait until she touched her, and then. So wait, you want me to wait till she touches her? See, what them the type of parents that y'all will let y'all kids get snatched, killed, then be ready to get on top in front of the news, snotty nose crying, want everybody to make it to that point. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to make it that far. When I tell you I don't care if you mental illness, high, whatever you doing, when I tell you to back up off my baby, it's time to back off. I already gave her way too many chances. A lot of people said I should have been started whipping on her ass. But I don't like to be like that. And my daughter never seen me act like that. But what hurts me the most is it's still affecting my baby. I thought it wasn't going to affect her. She talks about it all day. She never seen nothing like that in her life. Last night, she woke up in the middle of her sleep crying and said, Mama, the lady going to break the lock on the door. She going to come get me. And I had to let her know, so it's really starting to affect her life right now. So that's what hurts me the most. And, that's the hard part. It's trying to get her back to normal.
Well, we live in a very judgmental society, especially with the internet so, rampant. And everybody has a lot of opinions, but I 100% agree with you. You did what you had to do, because there's a lot of mothers, or parents rather, who wish they would have done what you did. So you don't owe anybody any apologies, none of that. You did. Your baby went home with you that night, instead of, like you said, being on the news, wondering what happened. So listen, I'm not mad at you at all.
Well, I tell you what, we need some Mama Bear shirts. We need some Papa Bear shirts. I got people on here say they need some Grandma Bear shirts, some Auntie Bear shirts. So I mean,
all that.
we need all that. And at the end of the day, I think what you've shown people is that under any circumstance, you protect your kids with everything in your power. We'll deal with the end of it in a courtroom. But you ain't getting this one today. Exactly. You ain't getting this one today. So, man, I'm proud of you. That this my partner. This my partner. And she know what it is. If somebody got a problem with her in the hood, you got a problem with me.
Right. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for having me on y'all show. I just want to let y'all know I'm not a hero. I'm just a mother that loves my kids. That's it.
Well, we're gonna make sure the
I'm
city of
just a
Houston,
mother
who
that
like
loves
to
my
honor
kids.
all these fake heroes, that they honor a real one.
Right.
All right, girl.
Thank
Thank
you.
you now.
Thank you guys so much.
No problem.
Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a good day. We're gonna all connect back because we're gonna get this Mama Bear movement going, and y'all definitely will get a shirt. I promise.
All right, mama. You got the flow.
I'm telling y'all, when I saw that video, I was just like, "Ooh!" I was air punching myself. I kid you not. Every blow she was swinging, I was swinging right along with her because I understand. I'm a mom. My daughter's 27, but still, I understand. Like I understood everything that was going through her whole being to protect her child. And I can imagine that was scary. Somebody coming up to you, talking about, come here, telling your child to come here. It's like, wait a minute. Like she said, am I being punked? Like, what's really going on? And then, when it all really hits you, like, wait a minute, my child is in the process of being kidnapped, like right in front of
Yeah.
my face. And so, to her point, I thought about all the parents who allow their children to go to the restrooms by themselves. We've heard of so many stories of people having their children. I just sent them to the bathroom really quick. They weren't even gone 2 minutes. Like I said, I'm not mad at her. And for anybody who has a problem with what she did, kiss my butt.
Well, I tell you, first of all, when I saw the fight about to pop, I already knew the lady was in trouble. Yaya is a lady. She's an entrepreneur. But at the end of the day, she's a gladiator. So you're gonna have to, like my mama used to say, if you coming to get ass, you're gonna have to bring some ass with that one there, because she finna go to war. But bottom line, these folk out here playing with people, kids, ain't nobody putting up with it, man. Call your folk, the ones that got the problems. The men, see, it was several different ass whoopings that were issued out on that day. You had the typical sex trafficker ass whooping. Then she issued out the mental illness ass whooping. You see what I'm saying? Then she issued out the drug head ass whooping. Because it don't matter what your issue is. You finna get your ass whooped. And that's what needs to happen. And I tell law enforcement, as well as any judge in the city of Houston, if you bother her, you're going to have a problem out of me.
And my thing is, who got the time to try to assess what's your malfunction? Well, I just want to sit and talk to you and see what I don't got time for that, because for one thing, I don't know who you rolling with, if they're nearby. Like, I don't have time to try to do a mental evaluation on you. My child is what's more important. Like you said, I'll deal with all of that afterwards. If you was crazy or whatever it is, then we gonna find that out after you got your ass whooped. But at the end of the day, you was not going to put your hands on my children or my child. And that's what I said too about the internet. The internet got all the answers. They gonna play Monday morning quarterback, or what you should have, would have, could have did. And if I was you, you should have sat down with coffee with the lady and see if you. No, I'm not gonna do none of that. You could do that with your kids. You can, take a risk with your children. But with mine, I'd rather be err on the side of caution and have to sort all that out. But like I said, her child went home with her that night. Yeah, she's a little scarred because I'd imagine her being a 3-year-old having, to witness something like that. But she's home in her own bed and not having God knows what, happening to her because her mom was trying to figure out what was wrong with the lady.
Exactly. People want to know what park that happened at. That was right there on Belford at Edgewood Park. That's South Park, man. Edgewood Park, man. So, that's our neck of the woods, Southeast Houston, man. So, be careful at them parks. Y'all want to run to them parks with your kids. You don't want to watch them. Say, man, them focus out there trying to snatch your children. They trying to snatch your kids. But I know her. I know the babies. I've met all her children. So, that's why I'm telling anybody that got a problem with her, whether it's the girl people, whatever, a judge, the police department, if you got a problem with her, you finna have a problem with me. And that ain't what you want. I'm gonna tell you, she really took it easy on. She really took it easy on. Because I swear to God, I'd have ripped that soap dispenser off the wall and try to put it inside your head.
And for those who didn't see the whole video, because there's two versions. There's one where all the fight kind of took place in the bathroom, and then there's a longer video where she, pulled the lady outside. She was like, "You need to leave," and the lady kept on trying to get to her daughter. Even after all the, the punches and the blows that she was taking, she was still trying to get to her daughter. And so, I mean, thank God she was as strong as she was. And she, like she said, she didn't know any of those people. I thought maybe they were with her. I didn't know that. But thank God she had some good people around her that helped her secure her daughter, because she was really, if you ask me, not even in the fight of her life, but in the fight of her daughter's life. Because, what if that lady would have overtaken her? So, I mean, she did all that she was supposed to do to make sure her daughter was unharmed. And if anybody, I don't even see how anybody has an issue with that at all. They're just like horrible human beings running around planet Earth.
People have serious mental deficiencies. And I'll say this because I don't even know the feeling. But you carry a child in your stomach for 9 months. For 9 months, you carry that child. You are supposed to give up on your dreams to make that child's dreams come true. But it is your job to protect that child with everything in your power. It is your job. And honestly, if she'd have beat her to death, you wouldn't have an issue with me today. You would not have one because I can hear the lady clearly on the video. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, well, I'm going to give you something. I'm finna hit you from the front and knock some meat out the back. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna put something in you the doctor can't get out. So, I ain't doing no talking when it come to my kids. Stay the hell away from my kids. And it is what it is. And a lot of parents are like that. Like when the R. Kelly thing popped off. Did you see the Master P video? P say if that was my daughter, ain't nothing would have stopped me from going up in there. Because that's just the way some of us are built. That's just the way that some of us are built. So yeah, I will definitely get with the city of Houston because this is the type of person that we need to honor. This is the type of person we dealing with pandemics, and I mean that girl's not rich. She's struggling. You dealing with all that on top of being a mama every day, and now you just go to the park and you risk the chance of losing your baby because somebody on that dope or somebody. If your people mentally ill, get them to the hospital, man. Don't let them go to the hospital for something else. Because I'm gonna tell you, I know her, and she ain't beat her like she could have beat her ass. She really got off light. Final thoughts, Ms. Demetra.
Well, and he also, people say she was mentally ill. Again, that's not my issue. Because, when my daughter was in grade school, there was a guy named Uncle Ron that would go pick his nephew up at the school. Well, he messed around and called my daughter's probably 8 at the time, a nigger. And so my daughter tells me, I go into the office like, oh, well, that's Uncle Ron. Uncle Ron is not all the way there. He got some special issues. I said, okay, I'm going to go tell her daddy. Told her daddy. And he went up into the school. He says, I don't care what Uncle Ron's issue is. If I see Uncle Ron on this school, he said, on this campus, I'm going to bum rush him on site. And I'm going to let you guys deal with it. Because I don't have time to figure out what Uncle Ron's problem is. But when I see him, it's over. So y'all better deal with him before I do. Needless to say, Uncle Ron was not seen on the campus no more. So you do all you got to do.
He wasn't crazy.
Exactly. Then they got next to him. But you do all you got to do to protect your children. And there is no explanations when it's or examinations when it comes to the safety of your children.
Exactly. Well, I tell y'all what, my final thoughts are simple. That make sure you keep your eyes on your kids. It's a lot of stuff going on days. You don't know what the hell is going on. But y'all out there, you can't seem to stay in the house with the pandemic. So if you have to leave the house, you keep your eyes on your children at all times. At all times. Little boys, little girls, teenage boys, teenage girls, they trying to get them out. And that's what it is, man. So I want to thank y'all for taking the time out. I tell you what, you might want to keep tuning in to Warzone, because ain't a news station in town had an interview with my partner. And I'm going to tell you today, we're going to call it Yaya Day. And she needs to open up her own facility, Ass Kicking Central. Because if you're snatching kids around here, you're going to pay the cost. And if you pay with your life, payment was due. Thanks to my co-host, Demetri K, for taking the time out to come sit in with me. I am the 5-star general tonight, 7 o'clock. Houston All legend, Vernon Perry, live on the War Zone. Love you, Blue. Tonight is going down. I'll holler at you.